Hi everyone, this is Team 9 for Operations Management, and our process is Star Market Online Grocery Shopping. We are Imanol Aranzabal, Hao Chi Chen, Jose Antonio Romainville, and Kenya Hashimoto. For the justification and for the process selection, we can all say that COVID-19 pandemic outburst changed the consumer habits for most people. Started using delivery apps for grocery foods, home goods, and others. Um, in the US, in particular, the spender in groceries went jumped from a range of 3% to 4% to a range of 10% to 15%. Now, with the upgrowing demand of delivery services, the problem of damaged products increased, and as the waste. Grocery firms have to rethink their approach to online demand and fulfilling orders as the demand increased overwhelmingly. Um, the customer demand for the e-commerce will stay higher because customers now prefer online shopping over physically going to the shops, and this change will stay. This trend for the delivery service adds the value of staying safe and healthy at home. About the process itself, the user sign up on the web page and start to select the items needed. Once done with the selection, they review all the items and select the substitutes in case of a lack of stock. They input the address and instructions desired for the delivery and pay with the options available.
So, as was mentioned by Jose, we will be detailing the process for the consumer or customer and the employee. First, as we see it right now, and secondly, as we think it can be improved through different methods. So, firstly, we see the consumer has to review the order, select a possible substitute, and here is where we see an improvement where the problem is Star Market has some probability of sending the incorrect product, a substitute, or not sending anything. So there can be an increase in waste, in people time, in management of efficiency, and in energy use. Now, the other process involved here is when the customer has an incomplete order, they have to check what they were charged and then call Star Market to see what can be done. Now, for the employee view, the process is they have to complete the cart with what is in stock. If there's no stock available, review the customer substitution preference and then consolidate the order and submit the order. And in the other process where the customer calls, they receive the call, they review the information the customer sends and process a refund or a substitution. So here we can see that the process has a problem, that is the stock available in real time. Therefore, our improvement will be the next. After the consumer reviews the order, they can review what stock is available real time. And if they don't see any available, they will continue with their order or select a substitution from the available choices. Therefore, reducing the possibility of Star Market sending the wrong product or the wrong substitution, because now the customer has in their hands the possibility of seeing what's in stock and what is not in stock. And from a Star Market point of view, the employee will do the same, complete with a card with what is stock, but instead of not being any stock options, given the customer has already reviewed this part, they will only review the consumer substitution preference. Now, how are we going to do this? We're including an easy stock program that is currently developed and used in some parts of Europe. It's an Israel program. Here, what it does, it will have real-time replenishment and the operation will be reduced to less stockouts. So it will have a complete supermarket stock review, consolidate information, and restock this in a continuous lab all day. So therefore, when the consumer sees the web page, knows what's stock and what is not. Now, the rationale for this is since start of time, grocery delivery that started via phone has seen a steady growth, and during the pandemic, we saw a 72% increase. Therefore, we know technology has come to a point where it can help us meet a zero waste management, energy consumption reduction, and develop a more sustainable process for the company and the consumer.
Before we go to the details about their ERS analysis, let's have a quick introduction about the logic and the structure of their ERS. So overall, the ERS indicators and initiatives that Star Market is focusing on, which is related to their group of Albertson's company. So the first step, they come up the focus of their ESG topics is to implement the materiality assessment. From this assessment, they could divide it into three parts. First part, they will do the indicators analysis. They will realize the specific indicators they need to focus on related to their industry. Second, they will do the interviews of different stakeholders, both internal and external, so they could realize the thoughts and opinions from investors and suppliers. Even more is their internal employees. And after that, they will come out the priority of their ESG topics. So finally, they achieve the tier 1 and tier 2 ESG topics. So eventually, they choose the tier 1, which they want to focus and take the initiatives. After they choose their tier 1 focus, they want to take initiatives of their ESG topics. They try to figure out the SDG focus, which is related to their ESG topics. And after that, they're moving on to set up the vision in different perspectives, from planet, people, product to community. In different perspectives, they set up different kind of initiatives. So from the planet, they have the carbon reduction and also zero emissions. In people, they try to implement the DEI spirit to increase the diverse representation in their management level. And in product, they will try to achieve the zero food waste and also increase the reusability of their product packaging. And eventually, in the community part, they want to have the food donation and the meal donation in order to break the cycle of hunger. Now it's the time to review their achievement of 2021 to 2022. So in Planet, they achieved 19% carbon reduction and also 25 million pounds of plastic bags recycling. And also in People, they delivered more than 400 times workshops related to DEI topic, and also the representation of women and people of color in their management level is increasing. In product, they achieved 26,000 unique products offerings from local perspectives. In community, they got 78 million pounds of food donation, and also they strive for $40 million fundraising for hunger relief. So overall, we could clearly to see their focused approaches, which they will move on in the next few years, which is energy and also zero waste. In energy, they would like to increase the renewable energy and also improve the energy efficiency. In zero waste, they still committed to the zero food waste goal by 2030 and try to offer sustainable products and ingredients. So after we overview their ERS status, we will moving on to our future guidance for Star Market.
In this slide, I'm going to talk about future guidance for them. They have already been trying to minimize their food waste along with the food recovery hierarchy, as you can see here. For example, they are improving their operation, including inventory management to reduce food waste, donating edible foods, which are close to the use-by date, to food banks, and utilizing other ways, such as animal feed or composting, to minimize food waste.
However, they have something to do more to accomplish their SDG goals, one of which is, as we mentioned before, optimizing their online ordering system. We believe they will be able to accomplish their goals earlier than they expected by optimizing the online ordering system. It can lead to not only reducing their food waste, but also cutting back on their operating costs, which are labor costs, transportation costs, inventory management costs, and so on and so forth. So we strongly recommend they optimize their operation related to their online orders. This is our presentation from Team 9. Thank you for taking your time.